On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're live.
Yeah, welcome to Drinkin' Bros, everybody. Today is a sad day. Very sad day, D'Anthony. We're losing some beers today.
Who's the we in that statement?
We as the United States of America. Us as Americans are losing beer today. In particular, some of our favorite homeless beers.
You said homeless beers.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Maybe
Should I not have said that?
I don't know. Maybe that's not a market that can survive a pandemic.
Hobos?
Like homeless, a homeless specific product probably isn't going to do that well.
I beg to differ, and here's why. The homeless drink more beers than we do as far as these bomber cans go, right? Because you want to get fucked up, and you want to get fucked up quickly. So, with that, yeah, dude, the homeless are that's the top of the food chain as far as beers go.
I mean, maybe shitty beers, yeah, but...
Dan, are these shitty? We're going to find out today. I
think that all beer is fucking disgusting. I mean, I understand that ethyl alcohol is made, by fermenting things.
It is.
But why hops that already smells like shit? Why not take something that smells nice, like a fruit, and make that cider makes sense to me. Mead makes sense.
Right.
Whiskey, I guess, in some sense makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Beer has never made sense to me. It's fucking disgusting. And when I knew this country was truly going downhill is when IPAs became really popular. Right? IPAs became popular, and it reminded me of my ex-girlfriend when she would eat vegetables when she was in her vegetarian phase, mm-hmm. and she would make a face but say it tasted good. She was like, oh God, this is so delicious. I'm like, no, I can see on your face that you hate that. And you're so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They're going to keep shoveling it into your mouth just so your friends will accept that as part of your character to give you some kind of social currency. The same thing with IPAs. IPAs are nasty. They taste like shit, right? That is poor people. Poor people eat bread and grain, right?
Yeah.
That's why during fucking the Roman Empire, they weren't throwing steaks and fucking apples out into the crowd. They were throwing giant loaves of bread because it's fucking basically free. You know what I mean? And then you turn that into booze, and somehow I'm a fucking tough guy. I only drink Bud Light. You're an idiot and a fucking poverty-stricken piece of shit. All right, grow up and drink fucking I don't know, do meth.
Still Reserve? You should grow up and drink Still Reserve, right?
Because look, man.
That little 2-on-1?
No, just do drugs like an adult is all I'm going to say, right?
Sure.
I mean, I drink booze to stay hydrated, I guess, but
drugs are a rich man's game, Dan, and that's the thing.
And I'm all about economic empowerment. So if you're in a position right now where you can't afford drugs and you have to drink beer, I understand that. But let's fucking get moving, brother. I'll help you.
So here's my honest truth. I'm going to live my truth today since everybody keeps saying that. I'm tired of hearing it today. Tired of reading it, by the way, on Instagram.
Preach, Ross. Preach.
Live my fucking truth. I am every goddamn day. I don't need to tell people. Otherwise, people will think that I'm lying about shit. So if I'm going to say I'm going to live my truth, like what the fuck is wrong with people? Are you living a lie the rest of the time, but today you're going to be truthful? Today I'll be truthful here. So we're doing this show today because we're losing 11. Now these are called economy, and they're using it in quotes, economy brands of beer. And they're discontinuing about 100 SKUs from the market as far as beer goes. And we thought we would run right out and get them, obviously. I'm going to read these off to the audience. They're eliminating, and this is Molson Coors, by the way. They own, half the goddamn world as far as drinks go. They're eliminating Milwaukee's Best Premium, which, love the Beast Premium. It's a little higher ABV than the rest of it. It's a better fucking beast for you. Henry Weinhard's Private Reserve. Now, that one, full disclosure, I don't know what that is. I don't know who Henry Weinhard is.
No, I've never heard of that one.
It's a terrible name for a beer, too.
Well, I mean, look, beer is disgusting, so having a stupid name for it's not that big a deal, is it?
It's sort of.
Vodka, motherfucker. Say it out loud. Whiskey. Those are words that mean something. Beer. Beer sounds like what Homer fucking Simpson looks like. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Next up is Keystone Ice.
Whew. That one hurts a lot of fucking high schoolers in the South, for sure.
Yes,
that was pretty popular when I was growing up.
Same as a Georgia kid. By the way, put in the comments here when the last time you've had these is, because that's what some of these we just ran right out and got because we're like, man, when's the last time you had that? Keystone Ice, dude. Yes, that was my fucking jam. Any college, high school party, that was it. because you knew you were getting rocked off of that, and it was the cheapest, but also kind of tasted better than the rest of the shit. And then till Natty Ice came around, Hamm's Special Light.
Never had a Hamm.
Hamm's is a big one in I think upstate New York. They love Hamm's up there. That's like their version of Lone Star.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A bunch of my buddies that from around the Syracuse area are just fucking total Hamm's heads. They call it. It was really annoying when they said that.
Is that what it means to go ham?
No, God damn it.
No, and I'll tell you why, because it's 2 M's. So it's like John Hamm.
Yeah, that's what it's like to go ham.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed
Giorgio actually drank a Steel Reserve before the show started, so if you hear him randomly joining the conversation where it's not appropriate to do that, that's because he's fucked up.
Yeah. Is it on the do you guys have a camera on you? There you go.
Oh, everyone. He's going Dan.
Boom. Well, there it is.
There
it is, Giorgio.
That's right. That's in my eyes. I like it.
That's the next one up, dude. The Steel Reserve 211. This is the classic.
That one is definitely, like a lot of these I haven't heard
staple.
of. A lot of these I haven't heard of. That one is one that every fucking eyeball in the audience is going to recognize immediately.
Look
that
at this
shit
guy.
It's gone.
Gone.
Right?
We've got some of the last cans.
Make sure to go ahead and like the channel if you drank Steel Reserve.
Yeah. If you drink Steel Reserve, go ahead and subscribe.
To be honest, as much shit as I talk about these drinks and about beer in general, the people who watch this show are definitely those people who drink that stuff, right? We're just all fucking pieces of shit here, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, trying to get by. Look, I drink all this shit, so
well, no,
I'm with
not
you.
anymore. But that brings up the question. I know you guys mostly drink fucking adult shit now.
I do. So, let me give you a backstory here. So I'll tell you the rest of the beers, and then I'll tell you a backstory. There you go, Giorgio's. We got a 2-shot there? There's Giorgio. There he is. Are you going to chug the entire thing on camera?
Please don't do that because you're going to die.
Why not?
It's not even cold anymore.
And that's cold.
How do you drink
got it?
Room temperature malt liquor?
No, we got it. This still feels cold enough for me. I'll cheers with it. I haven't had one of these in 15 years. Oh boy, even just cracking it open, dude. Just cracking it open. Here we go. Cheers, everybody.
It's not even
Steel
near me,
Reserve,
and I can smell that shit.
1-1. Here we go.
That's fucking disgusting. Ugh. It does beg the question: why are they?
It's the same smell and taste from the last time I had it. Like,
Yeah.
I know. As soon as this hit my lips, I knew what this was.
I can
smell it. Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Very strong and pungent. This is extra malted. That's why.
What does
Extra
that mean?
malted with that.
Extra malted. I don't even know what the process
You
of
can
malting is.
jack up the ABV higher. This one is coming in at an 8.1. Ironically, though, like knowing what we know because we have a seltzer coming out, you could have stripped this down and made it taste good if you wanted to. They just didn't want to.
No, why would they?
And the reason being for this, let's see, it says select
It was about
hops.
being
No.
cheap and strong, right? I mean, that was the point.
It says extra gravity on here. I don't know even how they got away with putting those words on the can. We're going through that process now. They're a stickler about the goddamn words. Extra gravity.
I feel the gravity, honestly, Russ. Like, if there was any chance of me like lifting off, it's gone now. Like the gravity is set. I'm sitting in the chair. I got my Steel Reserve.
You're good to go.
Yeah, maybe it was something like the Red Bull or the energy drink where they made them taste bad on purpose to make them feel strong. Maybe they made it taste bad to make it feel like it was doing something.
So here's my guess.
It's 8.1.
Yeah. But here's my guess on the Steel Reserve, knowing what we know now, because, again, we have a 8% seltzer coming out in like fucking 2 months, for Christ's sake.
In a much smaller can, right?
12 ounce, yeah.
And this is a...
However, they did give us the option for bombers, and they said we could go up above 8 for the bomber cans because you sell them in singles.
Wait, so these are the 24. So 2 of the seltzers is one of these. So 2 of these means 4 seltzers. So after this show, when I finish 2 of these, we'll know how drunk you would be off of one of the seltzers.
Correct.
Packs, right?
And that's the thing about Steel Reserve, right? You're drinking this to get fucked up. I don't know anyone who has ever been like, man, I just love the smooth taste of a Steel Reserve.
No, it's 4 beers and 1 goddamn can that you can just carry around because who has time for all that bullshit?
After
right?
both of these, should I drive home?
Perfect.
No.
Yeah.
Especially if you're homeless. Like homeless people, they got a lot of shit going on. You got to protect your shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much it, but that takes the whole day up.
Do you know how many fucking Steel Reserves I've bought for homeless people? Because if somebody comes up for cash, every single time, here's what I tell them. I go, would you rather just have me get you a fucking Steel Reserve? And 9 out of 10, yes, that'd be great. awesome, man. I'd rather do that than just to give you a cat. Like, I'll go and buy you a fucking beer like an adult.
Yeah.
Like a gentleman. I don't care that you're homeless, dude. I'm sorry for your situation. Let me buy you a fucking beer. That's how many of these goddamn things I bought.
That begs the question then, if this particular booze is going away, and the premise before was that the reason that it's persisted so long is because fucking that particular group of people does drink it, then why is it going away? And what are they drinking now? Or what are they doing? Maybe it's not drinking.
So great question here. I'll read off the rest of these and then I'll answer that. Key Lightful. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's in the Keystone family. Icehouse Edge, which we have an Icehouse here on the set. I'm going to have one of those because I haven't had Icehouse in a long time. That was the first one that was like, ooh, this is the strongest. And it was like 5%. People's tits were blown off their body. Magnum. Now, Magnum that's in the same family of Steel Reserve. We all know Magnum. Gone, by the way, at the 7-Eleven when we went to go get them. So they're already gone. High Life Light. I was unaware that there was a light version of High Life. Don't know that one. Steel Reserve 211 and Old English. Now, this one's a fucking hard one for people to swallow. The Old English, the OE fucking 8,000, dude, is gone. Like,
Old English crazy. Was hard to swallow. I've never actually consumed any malt liquor before because that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like when somebody was like, hey, do you want a fucking fried cat's eyeball? No, I'm good, man. Yeah. And also don't need that garbage right over there in the corner. That's fucking nasty. So to get fucked up, I've done weirder shit.
Oh,
eat mushrooms and fucking frog cum, I guess is what it is. I don't know what it is. Toad cum? What the fuck is that shit? I don't know.
What are you talking about?
DMT.
No. That's
toad venom.
That's a defensive excretion from its back.
Okay, so how do you know that's not cum? How do you know it's not cum? Because that's when I cum, it's to defend myself typically.
Yeah.
Do you come out of your back?
I come out of everywhere, bro.
Everywhere.
I'm curious.
Yeah, well, you should be.
I
don't know what to tell you.
So to answer your question here, the premiumization is what they're calling it. I've never heard that word before. Is here to stay at Molson Coors. We're going to invest bigger behind our faster growing global hard seltzer portfolio. That's the exact.
So you're telling me that if I go to a fucking one of those street corner bars where all the fucking meth heads are always at in Pittsburgh, or if I go to fucking Compton on the fucking on the street, if I go to South Chicago on a stoop, I'm gonna see a fucking old head black dude or a young white meth head drinking seltzer. I don't believe that. I don't believe. Maybe for the white head or the white kid from fucking Pittsburgh, but definitely not the old head black dude in fucking New York or Chicago. This is not happening.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way they're out there drinking Trulies, bro. No way.
Hey, man. So looking at it here, so among the brands with the biggest growth trajectory underneath their banner right now are Vizzy, the Topo Chico Hard Seltzer, and Zoa, which is the energy drink by The Rock. I have, like, since they've said that, I've seen fucking stands in every single grocery store and convenience store of this Zoa. I know it's The Rock's because I follow him on Instagram and shit, but it's a fucking energy drink. Right?
It also has like 80 grams of fucking sugar.
No. I mean, I was literally gonna say 32.
Is it really?
I mean, if maybe Handsome Dan beside me, he's Handsome Dan when I'm drunk. Would look it up, but no, I think it's a lot of sugar.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It was so much sugars that are like, even The Rock, when he drinks it on his Instagram, is always just like, I had a hard workout drinking his Zoa.
Can you catch The Rock fake drinking his Zoa? Oh, that would be awesome.
No, I mean, look, if you work out that much, I'm sure that's not a big deal to have 32 grams of sugar in one setting because
that's straight sugar. That's
yeah. You're gonna get an insulin spike for sure. But a lot of weightlifters will take down a fucking Pop-Tart in between sets or some stuff.
True.
Like that.
Muffins. People do
all sorts of stuff. Simple carbs.
My experience with the giant guys though, it's straight caffeine tablets. They're just like popping those in their water and just chugging like the 500 milligrams or whatever.
Go get some Killcliff, dude, from Killcliff.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros gets you 30% off. So
confession real quick, I've been eating a lot of chocolate at night and I've been like falling asleep at like 8 p.m. and waking up at like 3 a.m. really confused about what happened. I think I'm going to some sort of diabetic shock.
Maybe. Or it's laced with weed. So
oh yeah, it could be that.
Just gonna go ahead and point out the obvious.
Could be
It's
that.
Probably
So,
laced with,
two frosted
THC.
strawberry Pop-Tarts, which is that's the standard, right? Frosted strawberries, 28 grams of sugar. That is it's very common for that to be something that if you're 40 minutes into an hour-long lift, you fucking eat it right then and then fucking go back to lifting. That's really common. So 32 grams of sugar in an energy drink. If the marketing is good, like how many of those do I need per day to get by? Maybe one. Maybe one during the workout. Right?
Twice a week. Like you talk to any person who tries to stay physically fit and tries to stay below 10% body fat, they are not ingesting 32 grams of sugar a day ever.
Well, unless it's booze, right?
I mean, even then, like honestly, some of the guys that like I was like who would cut weight really, really hard in college would only drink Smirnoff vodka straight with water because that was the lowest calorie to alcohol percentage of any alcohol there was.
Yeah. So with this, Dan, for me personally, you start off drinking this shit because you want to get fucked up, right? My beer taste evolved. I do like IPAs.
I don't think evolved is the word you're looking for there.
I think so.
No.
Because look, when you start off drinking dog shit, because that's all you can afford.
Preach.
Yeah, I wasn't a fucking rich kid, so like, I was going and buying this shit at the fucking liquor store.
You had a fake ID in high school, didn't you?
Yes, that is 16 years old.
How much money did you make in high school off of that fake ID?
Oh god.
Me personally, I'm probably like about 10 grand.
Yeah, there was one party where I bought 100 cases.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and I upcharged those motherfuckers.
Like Milwaukee's best ice was probably like $10.99, like a 24 pack or something at that point. And you could charge a good $50 for that.
Yeah. You know what you do is buy booze for children.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
I'm doing that right now. You guys did it in high school like you're some kind of cool guy. I'm doing it. I'm doing it today.
You just stand outside convenience stores waiting for some high school kid to ask you to buy you booze.
Sergeant McLovin.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Me sitting out there like in a hoodie.
Hey, you need booze? I'll go and buy you booze. You need booze? Is that what you need?
I would make it super complicated. Like, look, I'll buy it for you, but I'm leaving it way over there.
Yeah.
Right? Just like do weird shit to make the
Leave
kids
a
jump
map.
through hoops. And then at the end, I just fucking don't give them the beer.
They go on some wild goose chase for the beer.
No, but because beer is disgusting, I'm going to give them something better than that.
I love beer. I think beer is great. Somebody's saying Voodoo Ranger in there. So yes, Voodoo Ranger is still there. I actually saw it at the store when we were there.
You rich.
I never heard of Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo Ranger's it's a higher form of beer, an IPA.
A higher form.
I think we need to go to Zilker and just bury a bunch of bottles of booze so we could dig up for ACL and then sell at ACL.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. Or we could just put them in a refrigerator in one of our homes instead of whatever the fuck you just said.
No, because you can't sneak it into ACL.
Right, you got to keep it on the ground. He's like,
You dig it up and then dig it up.
All right, so battery packs to power the fridge
Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Put inside the ground.
Oh,
Because
no.
we need to keep it cold.
No, it'll be fine in the ground.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah, like
hot.
vodka.
It depends on.
It doesn't matter.
It depends on what the water table is
right.
like over
If
there.
we bury it with a bag of ice.
No, that's fucking stupid. If the water table is high enough, it'll keep the ground cool enough that it'll be fine. You don't.
Giorgio said bury it with a
I
bag
heard
of
what he said. I was.
When Dan tells me that's fucking stupid, it's probably it's one of my favorite parts of the day.
Yeah.
Well, just hang out because it's probably going to happen 8 more times before we're off the air. Here.
Easily 8 more times. Easily. Yeah, but as I grew up, I started to like beers, and then there was a huge craft beer explosion in Columbus, Ohio. There's a place called Hosters and then Gordon Biersch. And like the Midwest is always the test market for all of that shit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh man, this is higher end beer, and I like this beer. And then I couldn't drink the other shit anymore.
So you ate shit for so long that drinking piss started to taste good.
Yes.
This is a horrible story.
No, it's not.
Elevate
It's not.
yourself.
Right. So as we've matured and gotten older, now there's craft breweries everywhere, and I've appreciated the different tastes of all the shit and everything else.
This is all
and I
bullshit.
enjoy it. However, there's one that I don't like that a lot of people like is I don't like stouts. So like I'll get down on an IPA, any ale or whatever. A stout to me is like a full fucking meal.
Well, you
where-
hate coffee.
Yeah, I just wanted to get me going.
I like stouts.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too thick. It's like a beer. But here's the other part of this is I like the ciders that you like as well. And then the seltzers, I feel like I'm a messiah of. Like I feel like if there's a connoisseur of seltzers, it's me. And speaking of which, their Steel Reserve is now making.
Will you please try that on air right now?
I am. It's called Spiked Blue Raz 211.
I'm sure that's good.
So they're keeping this, but they're nuking the other steel reserves.
So it's a blue raspberry flavor.
You have one, Dan. I got you one.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Why don't you crack it and give it an old...
No.
If you're watching right now, please send this link to all of your friends. Ross Patterson is about to try a blue raspberry seltzer from Steel Reserve Lion right now, and I'm really interested in this opinion.
I'll tell you if the seltzer's good or not too. So
It's
I'm not going
not
to say.
What if it's
good.
awesome?
I'll tell. I'll be
That's
like,
the
holy
best
shit!
thing you've ever drank.
Then we're fucked.
I promise you that's not going to be the best thing you've ever drank, which I believe is the word you used.
Drank.
Dranked.
Oh boy,
It's drank
Boy.
apostrophe D.
that
Apostrophe ED.
That tastes like an entire bag of sugar.
Yeah.
With food coloring in it, and then a straw. George, you want to come have a? Dan's not going to have his.
No, I'm not. You can have it, and your teeth can be blue when you fucking get a DUI on the way home.
There you go. So, no, not mine. I mean, I guess mine.
You don't have to
We're
do
doing
that.
it. If we're doing it, we're doing it.
All of that was unnecessary too. Here's
A lot of sugar.
I actually don't think that in the beginning any alcohol tasted good. I think liking alcohol is a social construct created by people who don't want to just admit that life sucks and they need to fucking escape from it for a while. That's what I think. And then they start talking about, I don't even drink to get drunk. I like to taste. Shut the fuck up. Nobody likes to taste of any of this bullshit. You drink it because your life fucking sucks.
It's true,
Right? Well, not your life, but life in general.
But life in general,
Yeah.
and that I understand, right? And that fucking sentence I can completely apply to my life, right? When it sucks, you're like, all right, sweet, it's been a hard day or whatever the fuck it is. You want to come home, unwind, do something, but you want it to taste better than the other shit that you've had.
Right.
Hence, that's why I like craft beer and all that other shit, and I get down on it. And I have favorites.
If I'm going to drink beer, it's definitely not going to, it'll be craft beer because I can't, what's the point of drinking whatever this American shit is?
Yeah.
I think that's probably why I've never been a big, I started doing drugs at a young age, so I didn't really get into drinking as hard as somebody else or some other people did, but I did drink, and it was just,
So
I've got to drink so much of this
drugs.
shit.
Yeah.
I've got to drink so much of this to get fucked up at all, and it tastes like it doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like a memory of something that used to exist. That's what it tastes like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what the fuck is the point of that? Just gonna go get high.
Because Dan is all seltzers and ciders, and I love all of those.
I do
too.
like stouts though.
Yeah. So the stouts is everything I don't get down on, but everything else, like the IPAs, the ales, all that other stuff. And I can tell you who my favorites are in the country, for Christ's sakes. Tactical Brewery in Orlando, who we're partnered with on the seltzer, but we picked them because they were the best brewers. So obviously that makes sense. Wilmington Brewery in North Carolina, where we came from. That is my top two, and then three would probably be Craft and Growler in Dallas. Those are my top three across the country, and if we're anywhere near there, fine. This fucking shit, though, man, I don't know who this is for. This Steel Reserve spiked blue rat.
It tastes like a cross
It's
between
sugar.
the blue Airhead and some sort of cotton candy.
Which is fine.
No, it's the Big League Chew.
What they should tell you.
So a blue Airhead and Big League Chew. You've chewed half of the Big League Chew, and you bite into the blue Airhead, and this is exactly the taste of what Ross is drinking right now. And children, maybe you could get them hooked early on the Steel Reserve brand. Like, I don't know who else this is marketed for.
Maybe it's like the reverse psychology of fucking Camel cigarettes and shit like that, where it's like, hey, this is a fun cotton candy thing, little kid. Why don't you start pounding this down? To me, this is just to get it fucked up. I would say this is more of a...
This is 13-year-old pregnancy is what this is.
Yeah, dude. But this isn't like a sorority drink either, because they're worried about calories. You can't do that.
Now, this is I'm living with my parents. I'm making frozen pizzas. We're supposed to be at junior high school prom.
I drink Jordan Stennett saying for the homeless, Ross. Yeah, you're late to the program. All of this is for the homeless, obviously.
Yeah, of course. And Giorgio.
And Giorgio, obviously. But
I had a buddy, I think his name was Dustin. We got fucked up together quite a bit for a while. And I hung out with him and a bunch of our other buddies in this flop house a bit while I was in college. I think he was in boys' homes or something when he was younger, but he was super he would almost exclusively drink malt liquor. White dude, 5'7" maybe, fat, almost exclusively drinking malt liquor. So it's not like
you can get rocked the fastest.
Yeah, I think that was for him. It was just a pragmatic thing. Like, all right, I've got fucking this amount of money and this amount of time. I'm going to get as fucked up as I possibly can for this period.
Yeah. And that's Four Loko too, where you're like, all
which
right,
I don't
great.
understand why you don't go. I mean, maybe you can buy I guess the difference is you can buy Four Loko or whatever the fuck, Steel Reserve or whatever at a convenience store or grocery store, and you can't necessarily buy a fucking handle of vodka every day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And it's cheaper than a handle of vodka. And you can get just as fucked up, in my opinion. If you were just to pound one of these, I mean, talk to Giorgio in about 30 minutes and see how he's doing after all this shit.
Yeah,
I'm having trouble putting an Instagram story together right now.
He's on
so,
WebMD. He's on WebMD trying to figure out if he's going to survive this right now.
Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah.
The last one here that we have, because the other ones were gone already. Like Old English was ripped from the shelves. And we live near a not so nice convenience store, so they definitely would have had it there. This is an Icehouse. Now, fucking Icehouse, man, that's what really got the fucking party kicked off, because this was the highest for a while. And then they're going to get rid of this. The Icehouse Edge.
Yeah, they did have Icehouse did have that claim to fame. That was before Four Loko, right?
Yep.
And then Four Loko came out, and they were like, "Hey, not only do we have more alcohol than you do, we added crystal meth into this shit. What are you, some kind of pussy?" I mean, that was there. If you remember that 30 Rock thing where the Couchtown bit, if you ever saw that, and it's what's his name? I can't remember the dude's name, but the couches came out really bad. And he was like, and they're super uncomfortable. And he started into one of these Americana-style rants about, what happened to this country? We used to fucking, 200 years ago, somebody found a big, giant pink mountain made out of the hardest rock ever. They chiseled it out and turned it into whatever the fuck, it's called.
Giorgio.
Yeah.
Giorgio is what they chiseled out.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Look at that, dude. That is Steel Reserve at its finest. And you're going to take this away from America's fucking homeless? That's crazy, dude.
That was the hard rock they chiseled out.
No, it definitely wasn't. And when you get this rocked on air like that, I love it. Cut to that camera of Giorgio right now. I mean, my God, there's no way you're driving home.
I have a set tonight.
Do you really? You have a company car too. Grab those keys, Delco. There's no way we're risking that.
I'm going to Uber there. I've got to pee so bad.
Yeah. No, proud of you. Grab those keys, though, Dan, for real. Delco, we're definitely not letting him drive the company car. There was a guy here that got really fucked up, and I'm not saying he drove or didn't drive, but
he cut off Rob
on the way out.
Look, we don't have a breathalyzer here. That's not our job. And then, if you bring your own booze and drink it, I can't taste your thermos, is what I'm saying. I'm not going to stick my tongue in there and determine what kind of goods you got in there. But
I might do that, but I'm not going to do anything with the information.
No.
You know what I
This Icehouse tastes the same. Like, this tastes like I remember it, but it's only 5.5, and let's face it, that's pretty much every beer these days.
I think you've got to make some kind of determination at some point in your life about what you're willing to go through for what reward. Like, how bad can this thing taste? Or how fucked up does it have to get me to taste this bad and me be okay with that? I think there's a sliding scale that happens there, and it's different for everybody. Obviously.
It is. When's the last time you went through something like that where you're just like, all right, I'm willing to drink anything and I don't fucking care?
Well, never.
Really?
Right? Because I would just do drugs, right? But I mean, like
Well, let's say you didn't have the option.
popping MDMA in my mouth, that shit does not tast great. To be honest.
No.
It tastes really bad. So that sucks. Mushrooms, although I don't really take them, I take liquid and gummies now, so I have to deal with that either. So it's been a while, is what I'm saying, where I had to make a decision, like, is this really worth it?
In a social setting or anything like that?
I'm never sober in any social setting. And
Right.
For me, a social setting is being outside of my home.
Okay.
Like, I don't do that.
Got it.
And you don't want me to do that either.
So I was forced to make a decision. Not to out my cousins, but I will. You guys brought the wrong shit. So we had this ceremony from my grandmother who passed away recently. We put the ashes out. We took this pontoon boat out, and I was in charge of getting the boat. Like, each of the family members was in charge of something, right? And my cousins were in charge of bringing some booze, and they brought these size cans of Mike's Hard Lemonade. And one of those jumbo sizes of Barefoot wine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
God, wine.
Yeah,
That's a weird combination.
It was for either or of like, hey, Do you want to have a can of
No,
something
that's
to drink,
stupid.
or do you want to?
When you go into a situation like that, just assume that everybody's going to drink until the booze is gone. Because that's
agree.
what happens every single goddamn time.
I agree.
I'm going to be a fucking event planner for funerals.
Oh wait, so I said something.
That's what I should do.
I go, hey, you guys had all the options in the world for booze, knowing there was, older people, parents, and everything else. This is what you chose. And they were like, what? Who doesn't like to get fucked up off of Mike's Hard Lemonade? And I was like, I mean,
most people.
I guess. But faced with that choice, Mike's Hard Lemonade versus Barefoot Wine, I went with the Mike's Hard Lemonade.
I mean, Mike's isn't terrible.
It's not great. I'll put it this way. This Steel Reserve fucking Alloy Series Spiked Blue Raz tastes better than Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Wait, does it really say Alloy Series?
Yeah.
What is metal?
Yeah.
I get it, Steel Reserve, but Alloy Series. What does that mean? Fuck does that mean?
It was on the spaceship that Bezos was on.
No.
So, but forced with the decision, whatever this is better than Mike's Hard Lemonade. Both of them, though, are just packed full of sugar and shit where you're just like, man, choking that down as an adult, that much sugar is hard. Where you look back at your life and you're like, how the fuck did we drink so much soda as kids in the South?
I think this, for me, that decision is more about talking to other people, right?
Yeah.
So I decide, what can I possibly gain from listening to this motherfucker say one more word? And then what do I lose if I just walk out of here right now without saying anything?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a constant conversation that's going on in my head. Most conversations, I'm just trying to get to the end.
Sure.
So,
But yeah, somebody's saying, what was it, 2001 with Mike's Hard Lemonade? I don't know when it came out, but it was there, and it's still pretty popular now. And I know they've made like harder lemonade.
oh, wow, really?
Yeah. So it's
Harder, like it's from the streets and shit?
correct. Yeah. So when you get it, it says Mike's Harder Lemonade. Like it's going to shoot
that's
you.
stupid, yeah.
But they're doing fine.
He just graduated boot camp. He's still walking around with his fucking PT shorts on when he's back home on vacation. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're not hard. Hard lemonade. Fuck you.
We get some sponsors who pay for this shit wagon to be on the air. Delco Dan, this is for you today. We're going to read them live on air because I know you want to get the fuck out of here. We had some interviews earlier. Peter Vesey was on Sports Today. If you're not signed up for Drinkin' Bros Sports, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Separate YouTube channel, RSS feed, all that other stuff. We literally have the best guests on the planet on there, to the point where I'm shocked every single fucking day about it. But we did Peter Vesey earlier, and then we had a couple interviews for the company, actually.
And one of my favorite things about the Peter Vesey thing is people are going to go look up who he is later, who have never heard of him, but like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I know exactly who this guy is. He's said so much shit that you know.
I know.
Anyways.
He's the best in the biz. But the reason also we're drinking beers, we got a property for the media company in general. I know we've been talking about this for a while, of like building a bar and having a destination for everybody to come, get fucked up, watch the shows, do whatever you want, break a bottle.
Yep.
We actually got one. It's about 3 acres. It's off of 290 in Austin, Texas. And we close on that at the end of the month. And that is our intention. So right now there's 2 buildings on the structure. I mentioned a little bit about it earlier on Ross Patterson Revolution this morning. We've got the first one is going to be the tasting room. So when you pull in, that'll be converted into the tasting room / brewery. It'll have our seltzer, merchandise, all the fun stuff. And then the second building on the property is actually a church right now. It's got 150 seats in it. Full stage, production booth, everything. We're either going to keep that as a stage in a like kind of a shit for live shows, kind of like, do the watch-alongs there, put a screen up and everything else so people can come and party, and then build a structure behind it for the rest of the studios for all these sets, or convert that into the sets. We're not sure yet, but either way, look for that next year. We close on it at the end of the month, and it's everything we've talked about on the show for years and years is finally coming true. So we're super fucking amped about that.
Yeah, basically I'm going to have my own church is what's happening.
A lot of people are asking that, Dan, if you're going to have your own religion.
Yeah, why not?
So if you want to hear Dan preach on, are you going to do Sundays or?
No, just whenever I feel like it.
Okay, you're just going to show up and do it?
You're there, you're not.
Should we just leave it and then put you up where Jesus is?
No, nobody should be up there. No man should ever be above another man.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Ever.
I mean, look, I would do it, but I'm a different man, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's going to be in the works, going into the better part of next year, and we're super fucking stoked that all of that just happened, and we're going to have our favorite beers and all that other stuff. We've been talking to Tactical Brewery and those guys, so we're amped. If you're down in Orlando, you can pop by and visit them as well. And it's all because of our sponsors for helping us out over these years that we're able to do shit like this. So first and foremost is ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. 40% off flash sale going on right now as we speak. They didn't tell us how long that's going to last. Not sure, but what I do know is this. If you get an adjustable base and a mattress, you can bundle that in. It's their bundle package, 40% off, and then go to the bottom of the page where it is a 0 down, 0 interest for 36 months. I think it comes out to like 38 bucks a month, somewhere in there. If you have decent credits, and all that shit just ships right to your house. The reviews are all from you guys. So if you go to the website, it's all listeners and listeners only. So at checkout, you put in promo code Drinkin Bros, and you go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today to get a new mattress. Pillow, sheets. Their sheets are amazing, and I'm a gigantic fan of their adjustable bases as well at ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. We brought up Killcliff earlier. Killcliff.com. That is the new takeover for all their products. So we used to do killcliffcbd.com. Now they've all combined into killcliff.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros gets you 30% off there. And when you're over there, you can peruse their entire catalog. I'm a diehard CBD guy with those guys. I'm on a subscription for it. 25 milligrams in every single can. I know yours is Joe Rogan's flavor. That's your favorite.
I go every month. I get 1 case of orange and 2 cases of Flamin' Joe.
Okay, gotcha.
Right, and then assorted and energy drinks as well. But I never, because I know these guys. We've known them for so long.
Years.
I never like asking them for shit.
I don't either. We always pay for it.
They always call and say, "Hey, you want us to send you a bunch of shit?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess if you're offering," but I'm never gonna fucking ask.
No, we pay for it.
But I've added the energy drink to my list as well because I like to switch it up.
Yeah. Switched it up over there. They got everything. So when you go to killcliff.com, you get 30% off everything now. Promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout. The CBD products are my absolute end-all, be-all faves. Last but not least, mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros will double your deposit all the way up to $1,000. Fantasy football is right around the corner. We each have a league, and we always give out the best prizes. This year in Dan's league, for example, you have a signed Apocalypse Now script from Martin Sheen. So if you win Dan's league, you will win that. A ton of other prizes in the Cutthroat Killers League. We give a signed jersey away from a murderer every single year. This year it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Justified homicide, one would say.
Well, it's not murder, but it's not a murderers league. It's a Cutthroat Killers
Cutthroat Killers League, yeah. He's a killer.
When it was time to fuck somebody up, homeboy did it.
He did it.
He gets the to be included with this other group of great men.
Yes. And then I want to give I'll do the Drinkin Bro at the end, I guess, because he sent some O.J. Simpson cards in. Justin Metier. I'm terrible with pronouncing names, but I got some O.J. Simpson football cards that were sent to the office today.
Is that the dude?
He's my Drinkin Bro of the week. Yeah, dude, he's the fucking best.
That's funny.
He's the goddamn. I don't even know how much those are worth. I'm gonna look them up later, but I'm amped.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, look, you got to watch out getting OJ stuff because he might come looking for it at some point. You know what I mean?
Look at how much.
I'm just waiting for him to come here.
We have so much shit in here signed by OJ.
Yeah.
But at mybookie.com, the opening week odds for week 1 in the NFL and college football are up, as well as the national championship odds. And who do you think's number 1?
Alabama.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep. But I saw the first prediction last night. Early prediction show. Somebody picked fucking Oklahoma for ESPN
to win the title. Mm-hmm. What are they, like that Spencer Rattler kid? Because he's got a cool name.
Yeah, exactly.
No, sorry, that's not how it works.
Well, their reasoning was Alabama's got a new quarterback, Ohio State's got a new quarterback, and Clemson has a new quarterback. So
yeah, Alabama's had a really hard time getting people to play quarterback. Shut the fuck up, Goober. What are you talking about?
In my opinion, and look, on my bookie, it's Bama, obviously, but in my opinion, until Nick Saban goes somewhere and retires, it's really hard to bet against Saban. It's like betting against Belichick with Brady. It's tough, man. Like, he's the best coach there is. So at my bookie, you can bet on all of that. All the odds are already up. Get in on it because we're doing fantasy football soon. We're doing our way too early prediction shows soon, and we really haven't missed. So go to mybookie.com, promo code Drinkin Bros. We'll get you $1,000 on your deposits. You put $1,000 in, you wake up with $2,000 in the account. Congratulations, D'Anthony. I wanted to ask you about Cuomo, the Cuomo sapien, dude.
Who?
Cuomo sexual. Andrew Cuomo in New York. The reports are done. The Attorney General has said, hey, dude, you sexually assaulted all these fucking people, and our reports are done. However, he is refusing to quit. What happens? Are they going to throw him out?
I actually don't know what their process is for replacing a governor. I mean, when's the I don't know when the election is, or when's his term up?
Next year. It's up next year. It says here. So her report said, and it is a woman. She said harassed women, groping, kissing, verbal abuse, and then she went on to say, this is interesting because this has kind of been developing throughout the day, that he violated federal and state law. And it appears as if we have some breaking news here where Joe Biden is calling for Cuomo to resign.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So, I mean, look, nobody has the authority to do that. He can tell all of them to go fuck themselves unless he's being charged with a crime that a judge would hold him in custody for, then they can all go fuck themselves, basically. Now, I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying that that's how it goes. So they're going to try to put pressure on him now. Kirsten Gillibrand and Schumer, the two senators from New York, said the same thing earlier today.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been on air most of the day, so I haven't been able to follow this as closely, but I'm reading it now. When asked to Biden whether Cuomo should be removed from office if he refuses to resign, which right now he currently is, Biden says, I understand the state legislator may decide to impeach. I do not know that for a fact. I was unaware that governors could get impeached.
I don't know well, I don't think that's the case in every state, but
maybe in New York.
Yeah, who knows?
Man, so yeah, he told this to White House reporters today. Biden said he should resign. I wonder what that would do to Chris at CNN.
Chris Saliza?
No, Chris Cuomo, his brother.
Oh, because he did a story about how this is Biden's worst day or worst week as president so far, and he just named off a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
that was like easy to fix.
Sure.
Like, this is his worst ever. Everything's bad, and then next week he'll be like, "Oh, I made a turnaround, man."
Yeah,
shut the fuck up. Yeah, I don't know. He seems to be largely untouchable, unlike the people that Judge Andrew Napolitano, who just got fired from Fox, was touching in the elevators.
Yeah.
So we just got fucking old dudes rubbing up on women, men, etc.
Groping.
Yeah, groping.
Just straight groping, dude.
It's never ever even occurred to me that something like that would be okay to do. I don't understand how so if anybody ever says like, oh, stuff like this happens, like, no, it doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
No. You know exactly what's going on, motherfucker. Napolitano is gay, I guess.
I don't know.
With that hair?
Come on, dude.
I know I'm making a judgment here.
Yeah. One would say yes. Was it dudes?
It was a 27-year-old dude.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like 80 years ago. It was 2019. In an elevator, and apparently homeboy was stroking his arm and making sexually suggestive statements. Now, I do that. Tim Kennedy did that to me in the bathroom here, actually, just the other day. But
we have no HR here.
But he's not trying to bang me either.
No.
And it's pretty clear he's not. So I don't know what line was crossed or if this is something. The guy also said that some other dude at the station or at the network rather is racist, but that's like that's kind of a catch-all for all kinds of stuff. Who knows?
This report was 165 pages. And they said,
are there any pictures of his nipple rings in there? Exhibit 7. Check this out. That would be fucking hilarious. I think it's relevant.
So do I. So they interviewed 179 witnesses. I mean, how much more thorough do you want them to be before you're like, hey, dude, you should definitely resign and get the fuck out of there?
Yeah, I'd like to see maybe, I don't know, how somebody like Groundlings rather stage a play to a dramatic retelling of every single situation.
Sure.
Then maybe I could believe it. You know what I mean? But right now it's just unbelievable. Like, how could a guy who's been this staunchly anti-harassment so long have been guilty of it himself. It doesn't make sense.
Weird, right? And there's a tweet going around that everybody's posting, like DC Trano and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's
there's two of them.
It's from Cuomo. It just says, "Hey."
Yeah, there's one from 2013. I don't know what it was in reference to, but it's we got to believe all women, and then one in 2018 with Kavanaugh.
Oh yeah.
You gotta believe the women until they say it about me, of course. And this is the problem with these assholes.
Yeah,
they're all fucking pieces of shit. It's kind of funny, to be honest, to watch all of this stuff crumble. I'm having a good time right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's wild, man. Across the board, I can't remember. I mean, Jesus Christ, everything we've gone through with COVID and all that other bullshit, right? Because I mean. Nobody's talking about the fact that he killed like 60,000 grandpas and grandmas.
Yeah, maybe this is just like pleading down to a lesser charge.
I guess, man.
For the Democrats, not for him. Obviously, he's fucked either way.
Get him out of there. And then we get some more breaking news on this. The Albany DA is criminally investigating Cuomo, and they're asking any victim of New York Governor Cuomo sexual harassment to contact the office. So this isn't going away anytime soon. Tonight's the night I flip on CNN, though, and see if Chris says anything.
Oh, he will not. He will not. I mean, I'm not gonna turn their station on because
I'd do it just to see if. Look, when it happens to one of your own and your fucking brother, how can you not say anything? I wonder what the discussions are behind the scenes now, because right now, East Coast wise, you're looking at 6:45. That show goes on in like 2 hours. Now is when you're meeting with the production team, your writers, and everything else, discussing what the
I'm pretty
stories
sure
are going
they've
to be
been
for the
meeting
night.
since last night.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder what they do here in this situation.
I don't know. Maybe he sprains his ankle on the way in. Who knows? Maybe
You're saying he doesn't show up for work tonight?
I don't know. Maybe he gets the twisties. You know what I mean? It's all sorts of reasons not to do your fucking job.
Yeah. If there's a night to do it, the twisties is going to happen tonight.
Yeah. When
the president of the United States comes out during a press conference and says he should resign, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, it's not good.
No, definitely not. Because it's Democrat on Democrat at that point. You know?
Yeah, but I mean that's a problem that we even think of it that way.
You know yeah, but I mean, if it was somebody else, right? Like, let's say it was Trump saying it against a fucking Democrat or something. People would go, you just hate him, or you're saying it just to say it. It's not really a way out of this one. I give this, what do you think? I'll give it till Friday. I think he's out of there by Friday.
Oh, I don't think he's leaving.
Really?
I wouldn't if I was him.
That's what he said. He said he's not leaving.
Why would he? I mean,
and fucking leaving.
To be honest, how does it benefit New York if he does that? Right?
You know, I don't know.
I don't either. And that's a question that we should ask before we make any kind of judgment. You know what I mean? It's not just about levying punishment against somebody. Are you going to completely destabilize an area, right, because of one asshole? Or are you going to try to fucking keep your eyes on him, make sure he doesn't do any of the stupid shit he's been doing? Iraq, for example. Should we have gotten rid of that leader or just maybe kept an eye on that situation?
So you're saying keep an eye on
a little fucking hindsight and then have a normal transition of power is probably the right way to go. Not that I mean, look, people would read that as a endorsement, tacitly or otherwise, of his conduct. Obviously, I don't believe that. I'm just saying, and I'm not even saying that this way is that leaving him in is the right thing. I'm just saying you should at least fucking allow for that as a possibility when you're fucking debating it. You know what I mean? Because it's not about him or you or any of your fucking bullshit party nonsense. It's about the goddamn people that live in that state.
Yeah. And even, I mean, this story keeps going. I feel like they're just kind of updating it as the seconds go by here with breaking news here. Now they're saying in one of the emails in the investigation, there appears to be an email sent from Chris Cuomo to his brother's team of advisors containing the draft of a statement responding to the allegations. So not only did he help him with the news and everything else, but he also helped draft the statements that was made to the
and we've known
public.
That for a while though, right?
Not this one.
Oh, this is a new one because he did this before too.
Yeah. Yes.
Like he sat in with his brother during the meetings with his attorneys and shit.
Correct.
To help him draft statements and shit like that.
Wow, dude. This is wild. I enjoy it because, you know, let's face it, that's what politics is. Let's get wild. If you're going to do some weird shit, let's get fucking wild with it.
I mean, yeah, try not to, rape or sexually harass
Obviously.
or assault women if you can help it.
Yeah, if you can help it.
Yeah.
You've been against rape from the very beginning.
I've said that forever. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you were doing it before it was trendy too.
Go back and check the tape. Dan's been against rape.
But yeah, from day one.
You can go back to episode whatever. And
Yeah,
figure that
day
out.
one. Day one. I like how you've got the controls now, Giorgio. It's not good for us
Yeah,
with
it's
the
like-
steel reserve
I'm the
kicking
captain
in.
now.
We're like in a boat right now, and I just looked over my shoulder, and the 3-year-old is now at the fucking the wheel. This is no good. Get out of here.
Do you really have a set tonight?
I do, and I'm clearly not relinquishing power.
No. I mean,
It's too late at this point.
I don't even think that statement you just said was in English.
He said he's not going to relinquish power. What are you talking about?
Oh, of the booth. Yeah, because Delco Dan walked in, and he's like, no, I'm running the ship today. That's all me. Yeah, I mean, look, congratulations.
Terrible.
Yeah, who knows? Kathy Griffin, by the way, fight for her life. She's got cancer. I know you cared, and so I wanted to bring that up to you today.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if she was something successful had happened for her either.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care one way or the other. Obviously, cancer is not great.
No, it's not great. It's not great for Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
Stage 1, what does that mean? Is that just kind of lung cancer?
I have no idea.
I think stage 1 is the
I don't know
lowest,
what the
right?
stages of cancer are. Is it like fucking denial?
I think it's 1
Is
through
that-
5.
Is denial the first one?
Yes. Yeah.
Or is that grief?
Both.
What is stage
Acceptance,
1 cancer?
right?
Acceptance, right?
Acceptance
Acceptance
is
that-
stage 5, asshole.
But it's 1 through 5, right? 1 is the lowest. So
Well,
she'll be
5 would
fine.
be dead, right? Because 4 means you're like imminently terminal. I
Yeah.
think. I honestly don't know what they are.
Which
I think
one's
that's
bargaining?
That's a tornado. F5.
Bargaining
F4.
is 2. I
Okay.
think.
Bargaining's 2?
Or no.
Denial's 1. Bargaining.
Anger,
Stage 4, I
Anger.
believe, is the
depression. Or no, it's
Cancer.
depression, anger, and then
There you go.
acceptance. I think.
There you go.
Are you angry before you're depressed or depressed after you're angry?
I don't know, man. They all just mix together to me. That's why I take pills.
You have to. Just
Yeah.
and take them before you go on a flight. Going on a flight these days seems like a blast. A couple people were arrested here.
Oh yeah, when I was in Houston not too long ago, they had fucking cops everywhere, and I'm like, did something happen? He goes,
It
no.
did.
Like they were like, no, nothing yet. We're just hanging out here because shit has been happening every single day,
It's fucking insane.
and it's because nobody will go back to work. I can't get a fucking flight. I had 2 days of canceled flights, almost a full 24 hours of canceled flights.
yeah, you're not.
And
getting
it
flights
wasn't,
anymore.
not one time was it because of weather or an equipment malfunction or any of that shit. It wasn't because of too much traffic in the air. It was because they couldn't staff the goddamn plane.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Those are good jobs.
Even better than that, airport employees are having to take self-defense training because of the spike in number of disgruntled passengers.
Yeah, so the fight on the flights from Austin,
We should get that
one
on,
that shook down was now this was an awesome one. So what happened was there was a seat that was stuck in the reclining position, and the guy that was behind him was a tall drink like myself, was super pissed off and was like, "Hey, dude, put up the seat." And the guy's like, "Look, man, I can't. It's broken. There's nothing I can do." And apparently the guy didn't believe him, and they got in a full-on fist fight on the plane. And everybody's got cell phones now, so you got to see it, and it was rad.
Look, flying commercially sucks. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, and now add masks to the mix and everything else to the mix, and you can't really eat, drink.
I
or
like
do
to
anything.
audibly comment on when, so they all have their mask bullshit speech at the beginning, right? It has to. I don't know if this is some kind of mandate or if it just worked this way, but it's not part of the in-flight or the pre-flight brief. It is a separate statement at the beginning, and then they go into like, so anyways, let's talk about the actual flight.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool, man. I like to, because you're all wearing masks. They can't tell where it's coming from.
No.
I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Just like explain and look out the window while I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with headphones on it or whatever the fuck. Because I think it's funny. Maybe, I don't know.
The beauty of this one is they end up zip tying these guys. So they got that capability going on in flights.
Wait,
which is
didn't we
nice.
see somebody duct taped to a plane
Yeah.
seat like a week ago,
Yes.
2 weeks ago, maybe?
Now that chick was having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, she
had a full break, and it was just like you kind of felt bad about that.
Yeah.
These two guys were just fucking kicking the shit out of each other. Kreger's is asking for flying private for the wedding.
Maybe.
I'll allow it. Craig, are you buying? Are you getting us a PJ for the wedding?
It's only $10K. So I feel like we can find a sponsor, right?
Is it really?
It's a $10K minimum for the PJ. You get the 10-seater. I
It's
feel
to
like
Maryland. We got to go to Maryland.
all
for
of
Craig's
us
wedding.
to Craig's wedding. I feel like we could probably get that sponsored by some.
Yeah,
sort
we
of-
need Araceli to lock down that.
Why don't we just
NetJets.
jump
that
on a
liquid IV.
We just jump on a C-130 and we can jump.
I'm down.
Get all our blood wings from Dan. We put our wings on. He punched us in the chest.
Yeah. I've actually jumped with Jessie before, so she'd be down.
Wait, you guys have skydive together?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we went skydiving together.
Did that make the relationship closer?
I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought. Like, I thought it would be like this big bucket list thing of like, all right,
Yeah.
great. Once you pull the cord, though, it just kind of drift all the way down. It wasn't that big of a deal for me.
It was more just like, eh.
Yeah, but like military-wise, I think it's more exciting because usually,
No, it sucks.
you're going into shit.
It would be
ready
exciting.
to fuck it, but your guys are fucking things up.
It would be exciting if it weren't for like you stay in the military is just so slow and everything takes so goddamn long. You've been in that shit for so fucking long. By the time you actually jump out, all you care about is getting that fucking thing off.
Oh, got
nothing
it.
else, Matt. Nothing else registers at that point.
It's like a divorce you're waiting to be finalized.
It's like a fucking Duke. I'm ready to take more like that, right? Because you can feel it the whole time.
Sitting there in your lower bowels, just,
Yeah.
just like waiting.
Wait, where do you Duke out of?
duking out midair. That'd be a great one.
Is
And
it
does
not-
anybody shit in the air?
Yeah. Yeah. People have tried to fuck in the air too. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah. I've seen the people try to fuck in
wait,
the air.
wait, what?
Yeah,
People
yeah.
have d- yeah, like or there's been people that have tried to jack off before they hit the ground.
Action sports fucking is that's a whole segment. I watched the rock climbing one. Now that I could understand because you're at least suspended and you can go into one.
Yeah, and you can't. What else
motion
are you
or
gonna do,
position.
right?
Exactly.
You're not gonna shit your pants.
You can
just-
clearly have sex while rock climbing, but like while skydiving, what is the average like time that it takes to go down? Sorry, Dan, I hit my mic. I'm drunk.
Let me see.
But to come like we're talking at least 4 minutes,
All
right?
Yes. So
Like,
if
at
you
least.
pulled your chute at the top, I think you could fully jack off if you were engaged.
I mean, if you did hey-ho, like a high altitude, high opening,
Yeah.
which means you jump out immediately, pull your shoe, you could float indefinitely, I guess. I don't fucking know how long it's going to take. But a normal free fall from like 20,000 feet is going to be, I don't know, 70 to 90 seconds, depending on your body
No
weight.
one's jerking off that fast. Like you'd have to be close to climax by the time you even pulled the chute. And,
Okay,
like, that's not.
No.
Your dick's not out in
You
the
could
plane.
be close to climax before you leave the plane in the first place, then jump out and finish.
If you're tantric,
Into the plane,
if you're
dude.
tantric,
Oh, wow.
maybe. But we're talking normal human. Normal human dick is not aroused until you put a hand around it. You spit on the palm. You're fully erect.
Yeah,
You've got
nobody
at
knows.
least 15 minutes of solid jerking off before you come, and that's even with your favorite porno. And you've watched probably 7 to 15 porns at that time.
you're
Giorgio-
forgetting
you're not
the
on
fear
one.
factor.
Giorgio
though.
is
the
this-
fear factor.
he's-
That's gonna heighten that boner.
He is this close to saying the N-word and getting canceled.
No,
That's how drunk he is right now. It's like real close.
Giorgio.
What I'm saying, Giorgio, is that you're in the plane. You just go ahead and start jacking off, and right before you come, you jump out.
Yeah. I mean,
That's not going to disrupt me.
it's not going to disrupt
I
you,
get to
but
a
it
certain point
counts.
where there's no. Yeah, of course it fucking counts.
I don't
Dan
think it
thinks I'm
counts.
this close to saying that word, but I think I'm in that nirvana point where I'm making all the sense.
Yeah, there it is, Nirvana.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what it looks like from down there, guy.
He turns his own mic off.
Yeah. But so the homeboys, both of them got arrested, and then that was it. They didn't fix the seat. In case you were wondering, hey, did they fix that seat? No, they didn't fix the fucking seat.
probably broke 4 more seats, and now there's going to be 8 fights on the next fucking flight.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So are you saying Spirit is the ultimate evolution of aircraft because their seats don't recline?
I'm saying
glad
it's
you
like
brought that up.
I think it's the Stanford prison experiment.
Yeah.
On most flights, and
I do too.
And Spirit is just like, we're not giving anybody any options.
Yeah. And ironically, because of all the weird cities we've traveled to, we've all had to fly Spirits in the last 6 months, probably 3 times. For whatever reason, those are the only nonstops to go to these cities because all the other flights are getting canceled and shit. That's the least hassle I've ever gone through was on Spirit.
I found a way for
Weird.
them to make way more money. You can only recline the seat for a $20 upcharge, and they can charge you during the flight.
No.
They do it.
The guy behind you can pay more to unrecline your chair. So now you're in a bidding war with the people around you for space the entire flight. Not just reclining, but the size of your seat.
I would have paid
your
for
leg
that
room.
numerous times in my life where it's just like, don't put the fucking seat down, dude. What do you want?
This is corporate.
Like it's locked. Like you're trying to put it down. It just goes. You get a little text message. It's like,
Ding.
the person behind you has paid to not have your seat reclined.
Then you look over and it's fucking like Bezos. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not out spinning this asshole. I guess I just have to tear his fucking head off.
It's like a massage chair. You put the $5 in every 10 minutes. Like I would just keep doing it and be like, don't put the fucking seat down. I'm too tall for this bullshit. Spirit, though, as many fights that as cheap as it is, the shit breaks out. Most comfortable. You sit in an exit row in Spirit, you have endless leg room. And then the big seats that are just called big seats and not first class.
In Spirit, yeah.
Are amazing. And then they still serve, they're the only airline that serves booze to the main cabin still, to this day.
Their seats are like it's like a fucking love seat.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like any of the other airlines where it's just a normal size human being seat.
Yeah.
Their seat is like it's like this wide.
It's called the big seat.
Yeah, and
lie.
they have the seatbelt they have on there. It's like, what is this? A fucking jet engine under me or something?
Yeah.
Like you don't ever feel like that. Every time I put a seatbelt on an airplane, I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
When I'm on Spirit in the big seat putting one on, I'm like, I feel like the World Wrestling Federation champion.
That's
you know what I mean?
awesome.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'm actually a fan of Spirit. I haven't had any problems on Spirit. Knock on wood. None of us have. And I'll talk shit about anything, but yeah, dude, Spirit's been the way for whatever reason for us. I can't believe, because we've gotten to weird cities.
Maybe
like
we're just shitty white trash
Fort
people.
Lauderdale.
And it's like, what do you mean you don't like bologna? We like bologna. And that's what this is. We're just fucking pieces of shit. I think that's it.
We're drinking Steel Reserve 20, what is it?
I'm
21?
2 Steel Reserves deep, so I'm
I'm
16.2%.
In, yeah. I'm heading there as well. RIP to these beautiful brands. Go out and get them while you can, because these are out, dude.
This is really hitting me hard right now, Ross.
know.
I don't know if I'm super emotional because I'm drunk, but but these, like, I grew up on these brands. Like many of my memories were from these brands.
Well, the memories that are left after tonight, right?
Yeah, that's it, dude. Shelves are gonna be cleared.
No, I like.
Did you already kill that second one too?
I mean, I'm
It looks light in your hand. It looks real fucking light in your hand.
Look, Ross, I'm here to party, and I like my Steel Reserve to party too. So now, if you're out there, go ahead and get some of that Blue Raspberry Steel Reserve if you're ready to kick off your party as well. It tastes like cotton candy and rainbows, and it's probably good for your 14-year-old.
Probably going to kill that mic on Giorgio before he starts talking about sexual exploits. That's definitely underage.
All above the age of 18.
Yeah, well,
And 17
above the age of
if you're in Alabama, 17.
50. Speaking of which, we got a porn star coming on soon, right?
Look, I'm really disappointed about that.
It's next week.
And I don't want to keep talking with a Southern accent because the fact that we live in Austin now is
I can't understand what you're saying.
We're going to kill that feed. Yep. Delco Dan's going to and kill that microphone.
And then kill Giorgio right afterwards.
Yeah. Yep.
We're just killing everybody now.
And then, look.
Wait. All right, go ahead.
If we're going crazy today, let's go full crazy today. Britney Spears has locked herself in a bathroom, and she's got pictures of it on Instagram. I don't know why she took a picture of the bathroom door, but we're just following Britney Spears at this point to see what her last post is before she fucking kills herself.
Yeah, she just barricaded in the bathroom, or like is somebody trying to come in, because that's not technically barricaded. That's just being in there.
It's boy, and if you read this. It's as long as the first chapter of The Great Gatsby on her Instagram. She's given a vivid description of this, how she locked herself in the bathroom at 2 a.m. while bathing. We're just on a death watch here for Britney Spears, and a lot of people are wondering if they should be worried. You always should have been worried. That's why she has a fucking conservatorship. That's the rules with Britney fucking Spears here, and it's not getting any better. This is going to end one way and one way only, and she's going to die. So...
Well, and more importantly, it seems like there's going to be some kind of disruption in the California bacon supply soon too.
Is there really?
Keep an eye out for that. Yeah, there's some new pig law, and I don't know if that's something that 3 pigs in a fucking man suit came up with, because that's what it sounds like. Oh, there's new pig laws coming, man. Yeah. Like, who the fuck would talk like that? But apparently, it's going to interrupt the bacon supply.
Can we start a new company here where we sell them dead pigs?
Man, you mean bacon? I don't know why you would say dead pigs. What if every hot dog you ever bought, every pork chop, it just says dead pig on the
Dead
front?
pig on it, dude. Made with the finest dead pig you
Look,
can
I
get.
don't want to process it. I just want to ship them a dead pig.
We 100% guarantee that these pigs are not alive when we ship them. That's not a company. You're just an asshole.
If I send you an article, Giorgio, can you post it? Can you post the picture? Where am I sending that to? Which email address?
Go ahead and airdrop that to MacBook Pro.
Yeah, not a prayer.
No,
What's the email?
Drinking Bros Gmail.
Whoa. Yeah, let's...
Drinking Bros podcast at gmail.com.
No.
Drinking
not.
without the G.
Okay.
Bros.
Great.
Podcast at
Definitely
gmail.com.
Definitely don't do that. But pull that up right now. I just sent you an article of this is the last thing we're going to chat about today because it's gotten too crazy here. Mm-hmm. It's gotten too fucking nuts here today. There was a girl who was possessed by the devil.
How do they know it's the devil, though?
Look at the picture. So when Giorgio pulls it up, puts it on the screen, the mom said she walked in and found her daughter like this and that she was possessed.
Oh, wow. This is...
It's awesome. But it kind of looks like Terry Schiavo. I want to give
Dan, if you
everybody...
want to go ahead and put that, yeah. First of all, in the circle, she's definitely... I would hit that. Like, I'll slide in that DMs. Like,
So
whoever that is, like, go ahead and forward me her Instagram because pre-exorcism.
She's 18, so we'll give that to you. But it says it was her first night out at a club, and this is how she ended up.
Well, people that are 18 aren't supposed to be in clubs in the first place, right?
There is clubs that open for 18, and you can have sodas. And
Wait, so
and get a
can I
little
see
bracelet.
the actual article? Can you scroll down a little bit? Because I'm confused about what the issue is here. She's possessed or she got drugged at a
Oh,
nightclub?
shit, is there a video? Oh, she
yeah.
claims her drink was spiked. Pop that video up. Oh, my gosh. They did her no favors with that thumbnail.
And in 3, 2, 1.
There it is. Oh, boy.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Get out of here.
Just allow it, whatever it is. Whoa. Is there volume on this? Whoa, dude. What do you think that is, Dan?
That's some kind of neurological issue.
Her
obviously, but
her pupils are blasted.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck drug-wise would do something like this.
Mushrooms, acid.
No, come on.
There's a lot, man.
So lockjaw, I'm assuming, is some sort of like super high amphetamine. She kept going back and forth, like muscle dystrophy. Like I'm assuming she's like spiked on something. Like if you're just like really trying to pharmacologize, like what drug she's on.
I don't know. She's got some neurological shit going on there too, though it's not just physiological.
That's definitely like something hard, man. That her pupils are dilated. Like,
Do you remember that shit crocodile? Oh, somebody just typed it in the chat there. That's what that reminds me of. They have seizures and shit like that on it, but it also ate your skin.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. Like it was fucking people.
Craigers just sent $10 for more Steel Reserve for Giorgio. Not necessary, Craig. Not. That
Because
well,
Steel
it'll buy you
Reserve
5.
It's no longer in existence.
No,
so-
it is. They still have some at 7-Eleven, but the other ones are pulled already.
For now, but I mean, if you're just like buying stock in Steel Reserve, like I feel like it's gonna like per can, it's just gonna skyrocket.
Yeah,
you
are
need
you
to
gonna
go
hold on to it?
You need to go to Specs or something and buy their entire
Buy them out, dude.
Because I don't know where else.
And then keep it for eBay.
yeah,
Because, I mean, dude, people are going to want a Steel Reserve 211 and like...
just release
10
one
years.
can a year and hold a fucking raffle for it. One can of Steel Reserve a year that I'll release. That'd be fucking. I mean, you could probably make some money doing that.
Yeah.
Until
that'd
you
be-
got murdered by all the people that want Steel Reserve.
I remember when they pulled Four Loko off the shelves, people were fucking hoarding that and shit in
Yeah.
the closets and everything
Same thing
else.
with Zima, though. You did that.
Yeah. I did it for... I had it in my fridge for a year, and it would still be there if I didn't move.
Yeah.
What I did notice was the liquid got a little discolored, got a little yellow. But I cracked one a year later, maybe 14 months later. Still tasted the same. Still was great. So
I mean, that's the shelf life of it, right?
I'm not sure for a glass, like a glass malt beverage.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. But this individual specifically was from the UK, where the legal drinking age is 18.
Oh, word.
All
Good
right.
for her.
So that's a little bit different. And this says it was her first experience to a nightclub since the pandemic had reopened. So this definitely sounds like she had received a drink from a gentleman that was spiked.
I don't know
unfortunately.
though. What?
I'm not really sure what it was spiked with to cause this reaction. Her
Yeah,
like in
I've
the
never
video.
seen any of the date rape drugs produce a neurological disorder like that.
I've never seen a date rape drug that makes it harder to rape because that's, I mean, if you look at that whole pose and everything else that's going down, like you wouldn't do that if you were looking to fucking sexually mount somebody.
If this is a Patreon episode, I would yes and you, but I'm going to turn my mic off.
There it is. That a boy. Delco Dan might just pull it out or cut it all together, which might not be a bad idea.
He cut his mic by accident, but now he's...
There it is. That's all done.
He just
all done.
unplugged it.
He just unplugged it.
Together, yeah.
He just unplugged it. I gave a Drinkin' Bro the week away earlier, and I'm going to give one more here. Again, you could submit a Drinkin' Bros. Plenty of fucking merch in there. Buttersoft tees, APAC shirts, you name it, and stickers and everything else. Chairs, coolers now. It's stocked to the gills. There's also a submission form that just says, hey, you can fill out for the Drinkin' Bro of the Week. It gets emailed to us live. It comes in live on the show, and we just read it live. So here it is. AJ from Nevada, Drinkin' Bros listener since day one. He says, this is day one homie, is nominating Trooper Micah May. Reason for the nomination, I'd like to nominate Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Micah May. Trooper May was critically injured when he was deploying spike strips and the vehicle struck him. He unfortunately passed away on July 29th. He spent 13 years as a trooper for Nevada Highway Patrol and left behind a wife and 2 children. Rest easy, brother. Indeed. And cheers. Sorry to hear that story. I know Mike the Cop and Eric Tanzi on Failure to Stop highlight a lot of these stories as well, so feel free to check that out. And I know Friday's episode, I believe they're covering the officers that were killed at the insurrection or whatever, the Capitol riots.
We're gonna talk about that tomorrow on American Party at noon Central as well. We're gonna talk about the people who've killed themselves.
Oh yeah, so
multiple police officers have killed themselves.
5 so far.
I think
there was one more 2 nights ago.
I think it's 4 for sure, and then 2 others might. Like they're still investigating or some shit. I don't remember the exact story.
Strange story, man.
Yeah. But they're going to be talking about
the Capitol riots themselves.
Well, they're going to be talking about the other side of that conversation that you've been seeing in the media lately. Not Adam Kinzinger crying or Capitol Police crying, but people who responded that day who have something different to say about what happened.
So check that out on Friday. That'll be a great show. And then pop into American Party. That'll be live tomorrow, right? On this YouTube channel. And subscribe to that. And as always, go to fucking iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review for this one. Those reviews mean the world to everybody else and advertisers and all that stuff. So the more, the better for us. And it really helps. So if you have not gone and done that, please do so. We greatly appreciate it. Weird show today. But a fun show. Jesus Christ. R.I.P. Steel Reserve.
R.I.P. Giorgio.
Yeah.
Your
mic is cut.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Thank you, Delco Dan. Thank you, buddy. He went ahead and cut that mic, which he should. But now you're probably going to have to give him a ride home. So enjoy that. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Tinder dates for Giorgio tonight that he will not respond to. Everybody in the city of Austin who is over 48 years old will probably be getting a quick swipe right. So good luck with that and enjoy all of Giorgio and all that he has to give tonight. Yep, there it is. Face down. Look at that Steel Reserve, dude. Look at that guy. That's a big dog. It's a big dog. There it is. Oh, that's the end of it. Look at that, Giorgio. Proud of you. No better way to end the show. Delco Dan is literally. I've never seen a human want to get out of the studio faster than
Look
Delco
at his body
Dan.
language. He's even leaning away from Giorgio.
Oh, boy.
Just so he doesn't get any of that stupid shit on him.
He looks like a guy. Delco Dan looks like a guy on a flight now who's witnessing a fight about to break out. He's just like, holy shit, I got nowhere to go.
He's a blonde white woman that just realized she's sitting next to O.J. Simpson. Like, I've got to get the fuck out of here.
We will get out of here as well. For D'Anthony Hollaway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros podcast. Good.